What's going on? We are back on another task. We got the corner guards all installed. We need to get the rear camo wrap put on. The rear fenders are on their way, so they should be here by next weekend. So I want to get the wrap laid out on the quarter panels so that I can roll that into the fenders once those get here, get those put on. The rear inners are also on their way, so we can hopefully finish everything up on the backside here next weekend. That would be nice. So what we're going to do, I'll get set up over here, get some pieces of vinyl brought over. It's not a lot to do back here. Obviously, there's not a ton of real estate to wrap back here. We might have a special guest appearance on today's episode. We'll see. So I'm going to get some stuff set up and we'll be back in just a second. All right, now we just get to get a little creative, cut out random shapes, pieces, figure out where it's going to lay. Do the initial press down. A squeegee, some tuck tools. So we'll get this one put on. Just leave that like that for now. So the rear kit that I am doing is the 40 plus kit. So we'll end up cutting a good chunk of this out. And then the new fenders actually come up and tie into these bolts. So a lot of that will get tucked away. But for now, that will work there. And then grab some lighter gray. And I'm actually going to grab and pull these screws out real quick. So this one I'm going to lay out with cutting tape. No particular reason. Just sometimes it's nice to see kind of what it's going to roughly look like before you stick it down. And like I said, that rear fender is going to come all the way up. So really all you're going to see is just the the peaks there. And then we're just going to cut that one at that seam there. We'll tuck again. Ready to peel here. Peel. Peel. And we'll have to post heat that in a little bit when we get done. And then from the first time I kind of had an issue out in Moab was on Poison Spider. And this is where that dent was before I put the corner guard on. So I ran this spider there. So I ordered another one. I tried to save him when I pulled him off, but he kind of melted. So we're putting him back on. And he sat somewhere like that. So I think that's going to be it for back on this side. We're going to do a couple little pieces on the tailgate. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you back here for a decent view of what I'm going to do, but we will try. We'll try. That's all we can do, right? Is try. And what we are gonna do is snip, snip. So put a little something let's see if that fits around. Oh yeah. I need Mr. Squeegee. And same thing, we'll post heat that one when we're done getting everything on. We'll just post heat everything at once. Um, yeah. This is when you just kind of get to turn into Bob Ross and put a little happy decal here, a happy decal there. And that's how you get one of one. That should work, and then we'll trim that on the back side. Squeegee. So once we get done with these few pieces back here, we will still have the half doors to do. I need to get the all the hardware put back in those, hinges put on those, get these doors off. get those fitted and then put on, and then we can wrap those. How I did it last time, I just tried to mirror what was on the full doors to the half doors. Obviously it's not going to be a perfect identical, but same rough idea. And then once we get all that done, then I'll put the ceramic coat on the back half and the back doors. So pull these guys for a second. If I have any light gray, I do. It's like arts and crafts time at JDL. That would be Dream Life headquarters. Time is a ticking. Till EJS gets here. We are now officially under 2 months. Which is going to come quick. It is going to be here. Before we know it. Especially with the amount of work we have left to do. We're not rushed yet. Because when we're rushed, that takes the fun out of doing this stuff. And I enjoy doing this stuff. So I don't want to be rushed. We'll get moved over to the other side. All right. Cutting tape on this one. So I am not going to cut this seam. If I ever have to pull this panel, I'll cut it then. So pull these three. Man, the sun hasn't been out like this for a while. Whew. And again, we really only have to go to the bottom of this because it's that fender is going to come up and cover. Pull our cutting tape. Pull. Tuck again. And then we'll trim that. Good. Okay. We'll cut all those holes. Yep. So I want these back in before I post heat because it's going to pull that panel back just a little bit. We'll tuck that again. All right. Then And okay. We are getting close to finishing here. And I am doing, this is similar to how I had this before. Right. Squeegee this, and then I won't have you guys stick around for the post heat because that's just going to get loud, and I don't think you want to just hear a hair dryer going. All right, be back in a little bit. All right, somebody's freezing their fingers off. All right, we are done. Done. Phone died. Wife's phone. We even tinted the license plate light. Oh, somebody's running. So our special guest, as I said earlier, that we were going to have here today, is here. Who are you, special guest?
My name is Ashley. I'm your wife's best friend.
For how long?
Oh, since like the 3rd grade, we were neighbors growing up with each other. Lifers.
All right. Well, thanks for being a special guest in today's video.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you come down some more. This is really hard with, and not this one, that one.
Jeep life for life.
Yeah, Jeep Gene Life. All right,
Give us a
Ashley,
like.
what do you say at the end of the video?
Oh, please subscribe to his channel
And
and hit the like button.
and
Share.
all right, thanks guys. We'll see you on the next one.